to teach you all the secrets to successful romance. So don't worry, these are not tips from my life because, as I said, they have to be successful. No, instead, these tips come from a creature that I know as the king of romance, but others know as the tyrant lizard king or Tyrannosaurus Rex. Do you see it? I mean, if you don't, that's okay, because one of the cool things that science and love have in common is that they can change us by challenging our assumptions. So sometimes this looks like meeting someone incredible who defies your first impression of them, and sometimes this looks like looking at or meeting an incredible bird and going, oh, that's like a modern-day dinosaur. Either case, T-Rex has got your back on that, so T-Rex romance tip number 1. Expression. Self-expression and putting yourself out there. So, in Colorado, some paleontologists discovered a spot where they found all these really weird T-Rex footprint patterns and tail tracks, and they couldn't figure out what this could be or what the heck the T-Rexes were doing until they compared those patterns to what it looks like when a bird is doing a mating dance. So, think about that for a second, So if, you're nervous about asking someone out or showing how you feel, just imagine a T-Rex dancing around like a pigeon, and then just go for it, because T-Rexes were not afraid to put it on the line, so neither should you. Second T-Rex romance tip is accepting flaws, both your own and the flaws of those around you. So, T-Rexes most likely had really, really terrible breath due to having chunks of rotting meat stuck in their massive teeth all the time, which, in addition to meaning that a T-Rex bite, in addition to probably being really, really painful, was also highly infectious, this also meant that T-Rexes, when getting close to each other, didn't care that their breath probably smelled like death. So, I'm not saying that this means you should just throw out your toothbrush if you want to find love, but because considering we've come a long way in dental hygiene since the Jurassic Age, but this means that maybe don't be so worried about your own little personal insecurities. Maybe go and eat that garlic bread on your date and then go in for a kiss. It's okay. Accept the flaws. And then, tip number 3, don't let anything hold you back and accept no excuses. So, common pop culture myth says that T-Rexes have really, really tiny forearms, and they're not as tiny as those drawings would lead you to believe, but they were still probably not very good for hugging or cuddling or caressing a lover's face. But T-Rexes most likely compromised, and the way that they did this is looking at T-Rex's skulls. They have a lot of similar indentations to the skulls of crocodiles, and crocodiles have highly sensitive snouts, so T-Rexes most likely got close together by nuzzling their snouts, which were as sensitive as our fingertips. And this means that Tyrannosaurus Rexes have better foreplay than most adult men I've met. So, come on, if tiny forearms couldn't hold T-Rexes back, there are no excuses for showing love to others. Now, you may be thinking, Charlie, why would I want to base my philosophy of wooing a mate on scientific theories? And that is because science and love have something else in common, which is really important, and that is the element of mystery and curiosity. And that's important whether you're wondering about what your love's greatest dreams and innermost feelings are, or if you just really wish that you could figure out how a Tyrannosaurus Rex's roar sounds. And the other thing is, popular scientific theory suggests that dinosaurs, along with our friend the Tyrannosaurus Rex, were potentially wiped out by a giant asteroid impact. And who doesn't want to base their love life on something that goes out with a bang?